You might not remember us, but we met in the 90s. We are members of Generation Y, as in yin yang, yo-yo. Life moved a little slower. Discs were square, desktop folders had personality. Extra storage space was just a zipper away. There was only one social network, but most of your friends died of dysentery. The only thing buzzing in your pocket was a pet. Until that died too. But at least the troll was still a friend. Lunch was a puzzle, not a picture. You were pumping jams, water, shoes. You didn't have to worry about a news feed full of farm animals. You were busy feeding wild animals.
Kids nowadays are always on their smartphones. Everywhere they go. I decided to see what those screens means to them.
Hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
Ryan.
Okay. What do you use your iPad for?
To watch YouTube and play games.
How much time do you spend on an iPad?
12 to 11 hours.
Oh, that's too much, no?
Maybe that's too much.
What kind of games do you like?
Action games.
And in school days, how many hours do you spend on your iPad?
I don't play my iPad because I'm not allowed.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Since when did you start using the iPad?
3.5.
How many hours do you spend on your iPad every day?
Maybe the whole day. Of course, I prefer playing with my iPad, not outside.
Hey. Hi. Can I ask you what's your name?
Muhammad, my name is Muhammad.
Muhammad, what are you doing on your phone?
Stories in Snapchat.
You use Snapchat a lot?
Yes.
And what else do you use on your mobile?
On YouTube, I'm searching in Google about movies to watch.
Yeah.
And I play video games. And I use a lot of social media.
Oh. How do you think you are benefiting from those videos on Snapchat, Muhammad?
I play a lot of iPad. Done, finished.
So, I decided to take a psychologist's point of view about this screen addiction.
Hi, I'm Linda Sacker. I'm a counseling psychologist. I work with adults, adolescents and children.
How does excessive usage of iPad from a young age affect children in the growth cycle?
The thing is with the excessive use of iPads, it affects them physically, mentally, socially and emotionally. You know, when they're physically in the sense that they're restricted, they're constantly on a sofa and on an iPad. Mentally, their brains are being affected. They're at an age where it's like screen addiction, it's like drug addiction. You know, they're like sponges, their brain. A lot of anxious children, I see a lot of depressed children, I see a lot of attention deficit, hyperactivity, because they're not able to maintain concentration for long periods of time. So they're constantly jumping from one thing to another. So it becomes very much concentration and attention are being affected. The technology is not the problem, it's our usage of it, our constant usage of it. So if using it for like 7-8 hours a day, which a lot of children do, is to restrict it to say 2 hours a day. And that way the child knows that, okay, after 2 hours my time is up, I need to do something else. But if the parent does not give them that boundary, the child cannot be in charge. Children under 2 years of age, 0 screen time. I see it a lot with a child at the supermarket or in the car. It can really affect them negatively. We use things like eye contact, body language, conversation, empathy. But when we're on a screen, we're not communicating, we're passive, we're just playing a game or we're sending a message, we're not really interacting like we do in the real world. So it's very important that we minimize that time so that at least we can have that real human interaction that's missing. And that is the point. We are the role models. We need to model the behavior. The problem is not the children, it's the parents. If the parents are constantly on it, how can they justify to their children not to be on it? You know, because they keep jumping, there's no, they keep going from one thing to another. So nothing is solid or they're not focused. And they're really struggling academically, they're struggling, socially, this concentration. My recommendation to parents is to give the child downtime, which means let them have free time for them to be, for their brains to rest. It's okay, it's totally, that's what they need. They can't be stimulated all the time. They need to be bored in order to develop their imaginations. So that's very important. Physical exercise is very important. Nothing can take that place, in the time before bedtime. At least an hour before, because it affects their sleep. And to remove all these gadgets from their rooms, because having TV in your room and sleeping, using it as a sleeping aid, can really affect their sleep cycle, and to have a consistent sleep routine. I think it's good to use it to fill in the gaps, but not for it to take over their lives.
Then, I did an experiment to see how long those kids can last without their tablets.
You don't want to hear what's the game? Game time. Okay, so you will leave the iPad on the table and I'm gonna put a stopwatch and see who's gonna survive the longest time without iPads. Are you ready?
Yes, yeah.
Do you know when I used to be your age, what kinds of games I used to play?
Board games. Board games.
Okay, let's go.
Here, I was testing their ability to interact with each other and play physically, not virtually. The result was that they couldn't last for a long time without their tablets. So, parents are the only ones who can play a huge role in stopping this issue, to give our children a balanced childhood, not a toxic one.